Hello and welcome to Skogfall Studios. My name is Christopher, and I'm currently working on Goop Up, a pseudo 3D platformer where you play as a slime, trying to get to the top of the kingdom and defeat the Slime King. In this game, you can use different hats to navigate the world and its secrets. If you're interested, there's a link in the description down below to the Steam page where you can wishlist the game. It really helps me out when people do this. So, this year I finally took part in the GMTK 2025 Game Jam. So, what did I make? And how did it go? When the theme loop was announced, I started a Unity 2D project with the idea to make a game with a full game loop as the goal. I know, kind of simple and kind of to the point. I decided to make a shoot 'em up style game where the player gains points based off of how long the player survives the waves of the winged creatures. The player plays as an angel type character with a wand. The player can shoot the enemy characters and gain points when the enemies are killed. After around 5,500 points, the monster appears just to make the game even harder. You gotta have a boss battle. I used a few different methods for making this game. One is the scrolling sky shader that I made using Substance 3D Designer to make a 256 by 256 pixel texture. Next, I use Unity shaders to make it scroll with time. Really simple. After I made the sky, I made the pixel art for the player and the enemies, and the wand, and the boss monster. And of course, the bullets. The player and the enemies are 32 by 64 in pixel size, and the boss is 128. Next, I scaled down all the art using a pixel art camera where I lower the render resolution of the game to get that nice, crispy pixel art style. I love surreal styled games, and when I heard the theme loop, I felt that a surreal looking game would be the most fitting, because what is more surreal than a loop? Actually do. The game in my head turned out nicely. You can fly with the arrow keys and shoot with X, simple and easy to play, but how did I do? So, when the voting period was over, I got some feedback, and I totally agree. My game was way too difficult to play. After a certain score, around maybe 500 to 700, it gets way too hard, and the player does not have an easy way to survive. Next, their movement could have more flow, maybe some more drift, or some type of glide mechanic. I was working on a glide mechanic, but I couldn't really get it working, and I felt like the time was running out in the jam, so I had to move on. But I guess that's how it goes during a game jam. Balancing and level planning is my weakest points. And of course, it would show here as well. Overall, I think I did okay for my first GMTK Game Jam. And I hope to next year that I fix, a lot of these problems. We can always hope. But I need to get better at level design. Or game design in general. I've never actually made a shoot 'em up game before. And for my first time, I think I did pretty good. You really do learn a lot when making games under a time limit. So, if you're interested in playing Aerial Aether, it's available on my itch.io page. No need to download anything, because I made a WebGL build. If you're interested, I'll be making more content like this later on. But like always, please subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.